Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. Today's video is a twin flame reading. So just to be clear, this reading is intended specifically for twin flames or divine counterparts, whichever term you resonate with most. However, if you do not consider yourself to be a twin flame, you may still find that some of these love messages may connect to some other type of love connection you are experiencing or have on your mind in the moment. Also, I would really like to take a moment to begin this video by saying that not every message I channel here will likely resonate with you personally. And the reason I feel the need to say this once again is because there are now many beautiful souls that are here in this community on this channel. And I do make an effort to channel as many hyper-specific messages as I possibly can. But the downside of this is sometimes those really specific messages might not connect with you. So please just always use your own heart and soul, your own intuition in determining which of these messages are meant for you and which are meant for someone else. I'm going to start today by shuffling the Energy Oracle Cards deck. By the way, if you would like me to channel specific messages for you and your love connection, give this video a thumbs up and also click the subscribe button, because by taking these two actions, by liking and subscribing, you are actually sending your energy to me across all time, space, and distance. And as a result, I am actually able to sense your energy and potentially channel more specific messages for you. I'm going to go ahead and set my intentions out loud. So today I would like to bring forth clear messages, and as I said that, a card flew out. Clear messages for twin flames, specifically for any twin flames listening to this reading, who have found this video, who have been guided to this video. What do twin flames listening need to know at this time? Okay guys, 2 cards came out. Let's see if I can get 1 or 2 more. The cards are flying today, by the way. Okay, wow guys, a lot of cards came out in today's initial spread. So I'm going to just go one by one and see what we get initially from the energies. The first card is the Temple Path. By the way, this is the number 12 card, and I actually have been seeing a lot of the number 1212, so you might be seeing that number as well if this message connects. For some reason, right as this card flew out, I simply heard the message, you are on the right path. For some reason, I'm feeling guided to the Lover's Oracle deck. I never pull cards from this initially, but I feel that there is some kind of love message here, something about being on the right path. I know that I'm starting a bit general. I'm trying to kind of start general and move more specific, kind of ease into the messages here. So what is this about being on the right path? Who is on the right path? How is this person I'm connecting with on the right path? Oh my gosh, guys, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. That just gave me chills. So the message here is, I feel now I'm speaking to someone who is in some kind of separation at the moment. This could be physically, this could be emotionally. Some kind of disconnect is either emerging here, or for some that I'm connecting with, I feel it's been there for a while. Again, I'm feeling this message specifically might just be for one person I'm speaking to. And I feel whoever I'm connecting with has had doubts or fears that because of this perceived separation from their person, that something is going wrong, or that somehow they have gotten off of their path. And I feel that the person I'm connecting with might not actually be speaking very frequently to their twin flame at this time. Again, I feel this might just be one person who isn't speaking to them, but is feeling a lot of pain as a result of this separation. I do feel this is a physical separation. I think the person I'm connected with, I just saw like a map and two, like, this is kind of a weird thing, but I saw like these two bright lights that were really far apart from each other on this world map. So whoever I'm connecting with, I feel that there's been some geographical, physical distance from your person. I feel this person I'm connecting with is someone who connects virtually with their twin flame. So I see someone on their phone. I feel that you either met online or you predominantly communicate online with your person. However, I feel that at this time, the person I'm connecting with, they might not even be speaking to their person as much, even virtually, even over the phone. I'm just hearing the silence, but the silence feels really loud, like a heavy silence. And there's this fear and doubt, like storm clouds I see coming in here. The person I'm connecting with is this very strong, powerful, beautiful energy, but I don't think that they fully realize that. And I also think that they're experiencing some fear as a result of potentially this physical separation, literally just wondering if they're on the right path, like spiritually speaking, maybe life path. But I am sensing, just in terms of this connection, there's something about, am I on the right path with this person, with this connection? This message, if I'm connecting with you, and again, I feel this could just be one person, but if this message is for you, your person is literally saying to you on a higher self level through this card, through this energy, just reminding you, we are always connected. This physical distance means nothing. I just heard distance is meaningless. And I see now those two lights I saw far apart on the map representing you and your person. It's like there is this string, this cord attaching them. And that is the love bond, the heart energy that is connecting you across all time, space, and distance. I also feel the person I'm connecting with may have actually been having some kind of intense or emotional dreams lately about their person, because I see someone like waking up in the middle of the night and like having had this beautiful dream connection and then feeling really sad. Again, these messages are very specific now. By the way, okay, so a ton of these Lovers Oracle cards literally just fell out of my hands. And I feel that symbolically, this person's twin flame saying, I have more love for you than you can ever imagine. I just heard like an unexpected love. I feel like in the physical, it might not be appearing this way in this person's situation. They might not realize how much love this other is holding for them because of this physical distance, or even potentially because of their actions. Really, really beautiful and interesting message coming through for whoever connected with this. But now I have to pick up all of these cards that just fell, so just give me 1 second. Okay, guys, so again, just getting into these specific messages here, I'm going to move on to the next card. And I really am focusing in this reading on being much more specific and detailed, because yesterday the reading was very generalized, just kind of a general energy update. And I promised that I was going to get more specific, but that also means you're going to have to use a lot of extra care in determining which of these messages are for you, because I'm getting a lot of different energies coming through. Okay, so the second card is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. This is really interesting because I actually pulled a different card with a door on it the other day. And I've heard this theme of like doors opening kind of as a general theme, but I want to get more specific messages on this. So what does this card, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness? You know what? I am feeling drawn to the guidebook, so I'm going to follow that intuitive hit and see what in the guidebook we need to hear from this. New beginnings in your personal life. The beautiful light-filled door opens onto a lush rainbow-lit spring filled with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you're working on some inner healing... Okay, guys, sorry, this is so random, but I just smelled men's cologne. So someone that I'm connecting with here in this message You might really like the smell of your person, specifically if they're a masculine energy or they do wear cologne. So for some reason, that's just coming through. And also, just as a side message, because I was picking up on that, you might actually have found yourself recently feeling your person's presence, even being at a distance. So being able to smell them, being able to feel their touch, even feel as though they're like looking over your shoulder or with you. For some reason, I specifically heard that if I'm connecting with you, your person might connect with you at a distance through humor, which sounds really weird, but I feel like you could be like watching something on Netflix. This is just a specific example, but like doing something that makes you, and then suddenly like you hear your person's commentary or like some joke they're making in your head, and you kind of like laugh or smile, and it makes you feel like you're going crazy. But really it's like your person is connecting with you through this like shared sense of humor. And kind of on a higher self level, the reason this is happening is because I feel that you've been in a serious kind of dark space, and they're trying to bring some kind of humor or joy or lightheartedness into your life. It's kind of like a healing thing that's happening on a higher self level. I know that was a lot of random specific messages, but someone needed to hear that. So the rest of this guidebook says, whether you're working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is opening up and new opportunities are about to appear. For some reason, I'm feeling this card really connected. I'm not feeling it as much connected with someone's person, although that could be the case for you, but I'm getting for someone with this card, this is like, I just heard blossoming, like a blossoming in your life. I feel like someone I'm speaking to here is truly coming into their own. And I feel this is actually beginning to manifest as I heard new but scary changes. I feel like certain things may have opened up or changed for you in your life recently. Could be like a literal, I'm sensing movement. So could be a literal physical move. You might have changed spaces. You could have moved around like furniture or moved or like shifted up your space. Or this movement could literally just be like within your mindset, like some kind of energy shift. Could be within a career. I'm hearing that also. There's been some kind of change or a pending change. For some of you, this is an upcoming change, but I'm being told to embrace these changes, even if they feel, for some reason I'm getting the message, even if it feels impulsive or uncertain, to embrace this change, because there's something divine happening through this change. There's some kind of divine unfolding happening here, and even like a deeper level healing. Like I just heard you're being placed strategically. So there's something about this change that I feel is actually going to be part of your life purpose or path, or is going to bring you greater joy, happiness, or healing. So I know that won't connect with everyone, but if you've been considering some kind of a career move, a business move, a physical location move, there's something positive about that. You're being kind of encouraged to do that if you're feeling guided to that. Okay, so the next card is second chakra in the reverse position. So of course, this is the sacral chakra, which is really the seat of creativity and pleasure, being able to enjoy pleasure in our life, to create. And of course, this also connects with intimacy. Okay, so this is kind of a strange message, but if you are someone I'm connecting with who your person is in a third-party situation, or you are in a third-party situation, for some reason, okay, this is so random. I know this is just going to connect with someone, but the reason someone's person, or you, yourself, whoever I'm connecting with here, is in this third-party connection or energy is because they are actually breaking through a cycle of addiction when it comes to physical intimacy. This person I'm connecting with, and I feel this is just like one specific person, so this is not going to connect with most of you, but someone here has a divine masculine potentially. I am sensing it's a masculine who's in a third-party connection or was pursuing other options. But the reason that they were doing this is actually because this is a form of addiction. I would really like to do a whole video on the divine masculine and addiction, because I feel I don't speak often on the struggles of the divine masculine within the twin flame connection. And very often the divine masculine, because of a lot of childhood wounding that he experiences, a lot of very challenging life situations that the divine masculine often chooses to incarnate into this life, very often he ends up coping with this pain and trauma through addiction. And one form of this addiction is actually intimacy, physical intimacy, addiction in the form of people and partners and other in codependent connections, or in trying to kind of fill a void through intimacy with other people. So I feel that there's some kind of like physical intimacy addiction, or some kind of block when it comes to intimacy being healed. I feel this is an energy that is being shifted in a really powerful way, allowing the divine masculine to open himself up to truly enjoying and cultivating a physically intimate connection within a divine love relationship. Because one problem with having these sacral chakra blocks is when we are really blocked in this area in the energy body, it's really difficult for us to form, cultivate, nourish, and enjoy physical intimacy within a divine love connection. Because I know I'm going off on a tangent here, but this is a message someone needs to hear. Because if we experience trauma or wounding from people that we are close with emotionally as we're growing up, we tend to use physical intimacy as a band-aid or a coping mechanism or a distraction, rather than a tool to deepen our emotional relationships, because it comes down to a sense of security. We don't truly feel safe with an emotional connection, safe enough to open up and share that part of ourselves with our partners. So I just feel whoever I'm connecting with there really needed to hear that. And if you do feel that resonates with your situation, I have created a specific subliminal meditation for healing and activating the sacral chakra to its highest states of being. So this is my sacral chakra activation subliminal, and it contains 4 powerful binaural beat frequencies that actually resonate with the sacral chakra. And this really allows you to essentially retune this chakra to its natural state, because you could really think of the energy body like an instrument that becomes very out of tune, that is in need of recalibrating, retuning in order to function properly. And that is really the goal with this subliminal. And by the way, I will be leaving a link to any subliminal meditations I recommend in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. And as always, you can access any of those subliminals free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my subliminals membership site, soundandsoulful.com. So again, all of that information will be in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, so for some reason I'm feeling kind of guided to just pull a few more cards. I feel like there's a lot going on with this sacral chakra card. So what other messages can I bring forth from this second chakra, the sacral chakra? Okay, so for some reason I saw these little kind of glowing orbs of lights in that picture on the sacral chakra card. And they looked like stars for me. And then for some reason, I got the image of someone or someone's person stargazing or spending time outside at night or looking up at the stars. And this is so cheesy, but when they do this, it's like they imagine that if we can both see the same stars, maybe we aren't as far apart as we seem. Because I do still feel I might be connecting with someone who is physically separate from their person. Let's see if I can get any other messages about what the divine masculine is potentially dealing with this sacral chakra card. What wounds are the divine masculine healing? Healer of the ages in the reverse. Okay, I'm actually going to read just a little bit from this card. I can already sense, because this is a healing card in reverse, that there is some kind of wounded situation here. Health and vitality. For some reason, I instantly heard like the person I'm connecting with here could be feeling because of this energy wound in the sacral chakra, this energy I'm connecting with could actually be feeling very lethargic. That is one side effect of having some kind of block in the sacral chakra, is just feeling super lethargic, very low energy. And I feel like someone could be feeling a lot of that in their body. I also feel like this could be connected to some kind of spiritual awakening. And that could also be one of the causes that this person is having. I just heard random energy levels, like feeling almost like they can't control their own energy. Like at times they feel extremely fatigued and tired when they want to be energized and productive. And then other times they will just be up all night. Like I feel like this person's energy, I see it moving like waves, like up and down, huge waves of really high energy at inopportune times, and then really low energy when they're trying to be productive. This powerful being brings force of ancient wisdom and profound healing, but reversed, it indicates you've been feeling extremely out of sorts or even upside down in your own life. You may be in the midst of some physical problem or just feeling as though you're losing energy, but this card is telling you that there are deeper levels of healing that need to be addressed. For some reason, I also heard I'm now connecting with a kind of different energy. It could be the same for some of you, but I'm getting this message of someone here who's actually dealing with some kind of physical insecurity, and this is actually causing a block in the sacral chakra for this person. I'm specifically feeling like this could be a divine feminine who is struggling to fully feel confident in her body and in her sensual side, like to feel capable of confidently forming a physical connection within a romantic relationship. And I feel like there's just some kind of lack of confidence here. I just see like a woman looking in a mirror and just like picking herself apart. So I do feel that message will connect with someone. And by the way, if that is you, do know that you are so beautiful because you present a beautiful energy. It is your energy that people see. People think that beauty is based on a set of characteristics within our physical appearance, but really beauty is in our aura, in our energy. And you have a very, very magnetic, beautiful, glowing aura. So focus on clearing and brightening your energy rather than picking yourself apart or searching for flaws within yourself, because I do feel like there is someone who's just been very hard on themselves and their physical body here, which, by the way, if that does connect with you, I do have a subliminal called the Awakened Divine Feminine, and this is really designed to help you get back in touch with your natural magnetism and beautiful, bright energy as the powerful divine feminine being that you are. Because this kind of wound, this energy wound, this societally programmed idea that gets entrenched into our minds when it comes to our own physical bodies, that causes us to feel low levels of self-esteem or low levels of body confidence. This is one of the greatest wounds that we as divine feminines have to heal very often. Generationally, this is usually passed down from mother to daughter. So you might have had a mother who was very overly fixated on either her physical appearance or on your appearance or on your flaws. And this is really truly one way that we are breaking generational curses as the divine feminine. So just know that you are so beautiful and strong and powerful and magnetic. And if you need assistance getting back in touch with that knowing, really reprogramming your subconscious mind to unlock and remember those powerful truths about yourself, be sure to check out my subliminal for the Awakened Divine Feminine in the pinned comment and description box. Okay, so the next card is Happy Family in the reverse position. So I'm feeling a few different messages come through from this card, so I'm just going to share a few things I'm feeling. By the way, this card is the number 4, so you might be seeing a lot of the number 444. Okay, so the first message I'm getting is this is a very dark and hopeless energy I'm getting from someone. This won't be everyone, but I'm feeling someone. I'm strongly feeling a masculine, although it could be a feminine. But I'm hearing someone say, like, I just feel like I'm not cut out for having a family, like for getting married, for creating a traditional family. And I feel like this is the person I'm connecting with. This is like hurting my heart chakra to even share this message, because this person actually desperately wants to create some kind of beautiful, stable future, some kind of family, like with their person. Again, I know this won't be everyone, because that's not everyone's goal when it comes to the twin flame connection. Not everyone chooses to actually create a physical family with their twin, but I'm strongly feeling someone who desperately wants, like, just to be blunt, this person wants to have kids, but like with their person. They want to start a family. They want this happy family. But I'm also sensing someone I'm connecting with here actually came from a very challenging family situation. They may have even either been told in words or thought to themselves that they weren't worthy of having a happy family, because this person, like, oh my gosh, I'm getting chills all over. This person, like, they used to go to their friend's house growing up and see happiness, see their friends' parents happy together, like making pancakes in the morning, like see this kind of happy vibe in that family. And their family was not like that. This person chose and was born into a very broken family situation. They had to take on, I just feel weight on my shoulders and in my neck. This person may have been called an old soul by the people around them, or said that they were so mature. But the truth is, they had to sacrifice their childhood. They weren't allowed to be a child. For some reason, I see like a hand over a mouth. I feel like this is metaphoric. This person was not allowed to express negative emotion. They weren't allowed to express how they were feeling. So they are now terrified that if they are open, if they express themselves with their person, that they are not going to be heard clearly, or that they are going to be hurt, that they are going to be cut off or silenced. And so this person bottles up all of their emotions inside. They might also, someone I'm connecting with might even deal with some kind of anger because of the way that they have to repress all of these emotions, but then they feel guilty for these angry reactions. But the reason they feel this way is because they are just like holding so tight, like just bottling up all of this emotion, carrying all this weight on their shoulders. Now I'm reminded of a quote I saw on Instagram that I've actually seen before, and it was, "You are carrying the mountains you were meant to climb." And I feel that this person is truly doing that. It's like they're carrying all the weights of the painful start to life that they experienced on their shoulders and inside of them, instead of releasing it and transcending it. I just heard this is just so painful to face. This person, it's like because of all this now, they feel that they are not capable, like they are not worthy or capable of having the family that they desired to have, of creating that dynamic that they always longed to have. Wow, this is making me so like emotional. I feel like this person actually struggles with a lot of feelings of guilt, maybe because of the ways that they find themselves reacting. They might consider themselves to be an anxious person, or even an irritable person, or angry, just depending on how. I know I'm connecting with a lot of different energies, so take it as it resonates, and it might not even be for you specifically, but someone I'm connecting with like needs to hear this message. So I'm going to go ahead and I feel like there's a card again in the Lover's Oracle deck for whoever I'm connecting with. Whoa. Okay, the card that flew out is Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, so now I'm hearing that song like Broken, like I love that you're broken, broken like me. And I just got chills even just repeating those lyrics. I feel like this person I'm connecting with here, it's like their twin flame needs them to know that they actually see them, hear them, and love them in that brokenness. I'm about to cry. This is such intense emotion coming through for whoever this message is for. Whoever I'm connecting with here, your twin flame, whether they're saying it aloud or thinking it on a higher self level, they want you to know that they don't love you in spite of your brokenness. They actually love what you consider to be your broken parts and pieces. And this isn't to say that they don't want to see you heal or grow. This is just to say that they see you and love you in the brokenness too. Now, this could even be someone listening to this reading. You actually might find that I'm speaking like about a broken family situation your person is actually dealing with, and now these are your feelings for them. Like you feel that you just want to embrace them where they are, to hold them. Yeah, there's like, I literally see someone just like oh my gosh, I like see two people they're hugging, but they're not just hugging. It's like they're literally holding on to each other like they are the lifeline for each other. That is like the feeling that I'm getting. And it's not like a codependency that I'm sensing here. It's like you are the only one who fully sees and hears me in my brokenness. And the person I'm connecting with, it's like, this is actually so much more meaningful to them because of the fact that growing up, they weren't allowed to be broken. They had to hide that brokenness inside themselves. And one big part of this healing journey for them in this lifetime is learning to feel safe enough to be openly broken in the presence of another, and simultaneously to feel safe, to feel loved. This is a person who tries to, they might even look like they have like, they're superficial or shallow or have some kind of an ego, or they might come off as flaky to other people because they present this very perfect, polished image of themselves to others. But the reason that they do this is because they do not want anyone to see the chasm of brokenness within them, because the last time they showed someone this brokenness, again, this could have been in childhood, just showing pain, showing emotion. The last time they showed emotion like that, they were cut off from that person's love. It's like, I'm getting the sense this person's parents specifically, like, could not love them while they were expressing negative emotion. It's like their love was conditioned on them putting on a happy face, not making waves, being or pretending to be like put together and perfect all the time. So this person actually continues to like perpetuate this cycle. There's some very deep wound here when it comes to conditional love. This person I'm connecting with, until they met their twin flame, they actually never knew unconditional love. They may have even attracted relationships with people who were very, I heard, like narcissistic or superficial, or people who loved them for all of those external things that they presented. But their twin flame, it's like pierces right through them, like to their very soul. And in some sense, that actually terrifies them. And I get the sense this person has before, or may even be currently, running away because of how terrified they get of being so vulnerable, so emotionally open in another person's presence. Wow, this is like a really intense and emotional energy I'm connecting with here. And if this is you, I really would recommend my subliminal for 7 chakra twin flame clearing, because this is a really comprehensive subliminal meditation that contains binaural beat frequencies designed to retune each of the 7 chakras. And it also has about 100 unconscious affirmations to really reprogram those deeply entrenched negative beliefs that we store within the subconscious mind, those limiting beliefs that tell us we aren't worthy of love, we aren't worthy of connection. And this subliminal is really just created to reprogram your entire subconscious mind to both radiate and accept unconditional love. And in doing this, this dissolves any blocks energetically between you and your twin flame. So the link to this twin flame 7 chakra clearing will be linked in the pinned comment and description box. The last card is the thinking woman in the upright position. I usually associate this actually with a divine feminine ego here. So I'm feeling a little called to the guidebook, so I'm going to start there. Okay, so the guidebook says female of wisdom or understanding. This card shows a woman holding a book, standing before a staircase, ready. For some reason I almost said suitcase. So let me know if that connects suitcase with any of you guys. I feel that might be channeled for someone specifically. Maybe someone went on a trip recently, or you're going on a trip, or you may have actually metaphorically like packed up and physically or emotionally distanced a bit from your twin flame. Again, I don't feel this is everyone, maybe just someone specific. This staircase is ready to lead you to higher understanding. This could represent a side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice and let your wisdom shine. For some reason, I feel I'm connecting with some woman who might be considering changing career paths or starting her own business. For some reason, I'm getting like this powerful, like confident CEO like type energy. So you might be a woman or a divine feminine who has been considering some kind of big move career-wise or within a job, maybe starting your own business. This could even be starting some kind of a spiritual business. But I know that won't connect with everyone. I feel that might just be for a few people here. So I'm going to see if I can get more messages on this. What other messages can I get on the thinking woman in the upright position here? Who is this woman who might be starting a business or some kind of work endeavor? Who is this woman I'm connecting with here? I also am feeling a little bit of tightness in my throat, so I feel that there could be something about a throat chakra block here. So whatever you're considering doing, it could have something to do with sharing your literal voice, like public speaking, or it could be singing or writing, using your voice through writing, doing something that involves your voice, doing even like videos on YouTube or something like that. For some reason, I also feel the person I'm connecting with, it's like I'm getting the message through the wound you find the answer, which is kind of a weird message, but I feel that actually someone here, I'm kind of getting more images. Like I was talking earlier about a kid or a child I saw who was being silenced. I feel like I just heard this kind of powerful message of like, we were silenced once, but now we're going to share our voice with the world. Like we used to be afraid to speak at all, but now we're going to speak to everyone. Like we're going to share our truth with everyone. And I feel like this could be someone who was actually really shy as a child, or who was somehow held back by the people around them or discouraged from sharing their voice or pursuing their dreams or something like that. But now it's like as an adult, this person is truly stepping into their power and confidence. And it's just like a really beautiful thing. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like this healing work. I just heard that like by supporting your vision for yourself, you are impacting like this huge healing work on your throat chakra, like on your energy. I'm sensing some kind of like inner child healing, like someone who is doing the things for their younger self that their younger self always dreamt of and wanted. This could even be really small things like, you know, they talk about doing things for your inner child, taking your inner child out to eat whatever they want, or to go shopping, or to create, or to play. Someone is really connecting with their sense of playfulness here in order to create some kind of new or forge some kind of new path for themselves. I am strongly feeling this could be related to life path or career or like a business or something like that, but I know that won't be for everyone. If this is you, by the way, I'm feeling like there's some kind of shadow side or shadow wound here that you're dealing with or healing, some kind of unconscious limiting programming. I feel that you could have been someone who as a child were told you're not good enough to do that, or you'll never make money doing that, or that's just silly or something like that. But you're really now taking your power back by actually reconnecting with your inner child and with your sense of lightheartedness and playfulness. So if this is you, I do have a subliminal for inner child healing. This is really powerful for really addressing those unconscious blocks and wounds created in childhood, really reconnecting with the inner child, and through that, finding the key to our most ideal future, the key to really unlocking those doors in the future to everything we dreamt about as a child. So the link to that will be in the pinned comment and description box under this video. But I feel like there's another message here. I'm going to see if I can get anything else here. Okay, so the card that came out is Broken Heart in the upright position. I just heard your healing our broken heart, but it was like, when I say our, I actually mean someone's adult self and their child self. It's like, you know, because energetically speaking, time doesn't exist. So all versions of ourself, past, present, future, actually simultaneously are existing. that is why those experiences we have, negative experiences and interactions in childhood, continue to radically impact our present, because energetically speaking and in our emotional body, in our energy body, when those wounds are triggered, we feel as though that hurt is happening all over again. We are being abandoned all over again. We are being ridiculed or betrayed or hurt all over again. And I feel like this is really speaking to that shadow side here. I'm really connecting with an energy. I do feel for many it's a divine feminine who is stepping onto her life path, starting something new in life, either a business or in career or in pursuing some kind of dream. And in doing this, she is actually healing her inner child and releasing, I just heard like releasing the poison from her veins, metaphorically speaking, the poison being these negative wounds, these traumas, these childhood experiences that have been holding her back like invisible chains. This feeling, I feel like this person has this kind of heaviness because of these wounds, because of this shadow side that she, or it could be he, but I do feel a divine a divine feminine here has been like carrying around like this broken heart. And I just heard, because you've been carrying this broken heart within you from childhood, that is actually why you have continued to manifest heartbreak in different life situations and interactions and relationships. I feel like this person, it's like, this is kind of a strange message, but it's like the person I'm connecting with, they always expected their heart to be broken again. And so it always was. It's like that air of expectation actually manifested the reality of heartbreak over and over again, like heartbreak, disappointment, loneliness, betrayal. And this is one thing that this person or energy I'm connecting with is really being called to heal, to mend their own broken heart so that they bring wholeness, true love, both self-love and for others, to every situation, and no longer expect that they're going to be hurt. Allow themselves to expect things to be different, to expect love to be beautiful and fulfilling and everlasting. Because I do feel this person, it's like there's someone who always felt like they were waiting for the other shoe to drop. And so because of the law of attraction, in the ways that our expectations create reality, this expectation that things were going to go wrong actually always caused things to end up going wrong. It manifested that reality. And I know this is for whoever I'm connecting with. And again, this won't resonate with everyone, so only take it if it's for you. But I really feel for what you're going through. It's like this heaviness you carry with you. You went through experiences as a child. You had to grow up faster than any child ever should. You had to experience things that no child ever should. You really had so much of your childhood stolen from you. And yet this healing work is your responsibility to your younger self. It's like you have to do this, if for no one else, for your younger version of you who needed someone. You have to be that person that younger you needed. Wow, this is like giving me chills for some reason. Let me know if that connects with any of you. I'm just going to see if I can pull one last card for this. I'm not sure if there's any more messages here or not. For some reason, I keep seeing the image of like a child I see a little girl with like blonde hair that's kind of wavy. So if this is you, I might be connecting specifically with an energy that matches that appearance. I know that might just be like one person I'm speaking to. I just like to channel whatever comes through in these readings. What other messages can I get for this little girl that I'm seeing, for this situation of brokenheartedness or starting again? Okay, so the next card that came out is contract in the upright position. So this is kind of a strange message, but I actually feel the person I'm connecting with, there's some kind of karmic contract at play when I'm speaking about your childhood and family situation. I feel that you actually could have been born into a family situation that was very difficult, because this was part of fulfilling some kind of karmic contract or even several karmic contracts. I feel some of your family members might actually be karmic connections, meaning like you shared some kind of past life energy and then created this kind of, well, a literal contract with one another on a soul level prior to incarnating in this life, where basically you said, okay, we're going to go through these challenging experiences together in order to expand or to grow or to heal, to resolve this past life karma in a certain way, and in doing that, to actually evolve one another. And I feel some of you, this could even be a parent that you have this kind of karmic contract with, and you may consciously know this, or you may have not consciously connected with this yet. But I do feel this card is coming out here just to remind you that this all served a purpose, because I feel whatever you went through at times, it felt so awful and yet so meaningless. Like, why is this happening to me? And I feel that you're being gently reminded here that this actually served a purpose for your soul's growth and evolution. But what I'm also hearing is, but you don't have to hold on to it forever. Like, it's time to release this contract, this karmic contract. It's time to dissolve it. It's time to move beyond it. And finally, the last card is Blossoming Abundance in the upright position. I'm actually going to read a little bit from this card. Increasing wealth or value. I have to tell you guys, if I'm connecting with one of you who is starting some kind of business, or this does have to do with money, business, career, what I'm hearing is this very strong, like, yes energy from this card, like this confirmation. I feel like someone is contemplating taking some kind of a chance, like, on themselves when it comes to pursuing a dream or in business or in life. And I feel like this confirmation energy here telling you, yes, this is going to bring you wealth, abundance. This thing is going to manifest for you. These blessings are going to come to you. So if you are considering some kind of jump when it comes to taking a leap of faith in business or starting your own business, moving to a different career, pursuing a certain dream, career path, I'm strongly feeling that doing this will actually bring you a great deal of literal wealth and abundance. So again, I know these messages are just coming through for specific people, so just take that however it connects with you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is actually roll the letter dice here. So sometimes these are the first, middle, or last initials of you or your person. Other times these may just spell words. I-Y-L, 2 L's, so this person might have double letters in their name. O, H, D, Z, G, C, M, D, J, F, L again, F again, V, A, E, C, U, Y, A. So hopefully some of those letters connected with some of you. And the last thing I'm going to do is actually pull a few cards from the Romance Angels and the Lover's Oracle. So I'm going to start with the Romance Angels deck. By the way, I just saw 444, so you might be seeing that a lot lately. I almost said that earlier, actually. What other messages can I bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective? What else do Twin Flames need to know at this time? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. This is so synchronistic, guys, because I just spoke so much on the inner child, and I strongly feel that this is meaning that it's like the childhood that either you or your person experienced that was filled with trauma or brokenness, these things that you're healing, that is actually affecting your connection with this person, causing some kind of potential disconnect in the present. So of course that directly relates back to everything we were talking about. I'm going to see if I can get any more messages from this. So what other messages do any Twin Flames listening need to know at this time? What other messages can I bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective? Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so now I'm getting a little more clarity. I feel that some of these childhood wounds, again, this won't be everyone, but I feel either you or your person, part of this trauma and brokenness that I was sensing actually could have came from being raised in a really strict religious household, or parents who were just really strict in general, like very controlling. But I do feel for many of you, this actually could have been connected with religion in some way. So I'm going to see if I can just get any more cards here. What other messages does someone listening to this reading need to hear at this time? Playfulness. Wow, guys, more synchronicity. I was just talking about playfulness, reconnecting with your inner child. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I just keep getting this message over and over, like the wound is the key. It's like that quote, the wound is the place where the light enters you. What I'm hearing here is someone feeling as though it's like either their childhood wounds or their person's childhood wounds are really negatively impacting their connection in the present. But what I'm actually hearing is if these things are coming up now in a more profound way, the reason is because that is the door, like the wound is the door. This is how you create and cultivate a deeper connection with your person through reconnecting with your inner child, through being the support that you needed and didn't have when you were younger. This is how you powerfully heal yourself, through reconnecting with play, your sense of fun, playfulness, lightheartedness. And in doing this, and this is how you actually form this deeper connection with your person in the physical. It's like I feel that someone might be carrying around the kind of limiting mindset that because of this broken childhood, they are just permanently ruined or broken. But what you're actually being told is you can take these experiences and transmute that darkness into light. It's like literally the textbook definition of light working, like being able to take these dark situations and turn them into light. And what I'm actually also hearing is all of this actually played a very integral role on your life path. It may even be part of what makes you so beautiful or powerful is because you went through these very challenging childhood experiences that actually accelerated your spiritual growth and set you on this path of spiritual awakening. Whereas most people who never experience these kind of jarring, challenging life situations might never be pushed into or ignited into a spiritual awakening in this lifetime, but you were, and it's actually because of these experiences that you have this deeper level spiritual understanding about yourself, others, and the world. It was like a very challenging and painful crash course in life and spirituality. And I feel like you're being actually asked to see this not as something holding you back, but actually as an asset, as something that is actually propelling you to heights of wisdom, understanding, and spiritual evolution far beyond what others who may have had an easier life path or easier childhood will ever experience. That is like this very overarching message I'm getting from that card. So the last thing I'm going to do is pull some cards from the Lover's Oracle. So what are some final messages I can bring forth for the Twin Flame Collective? What else do Twin Flames listening need to hear at this time? What other messages can I bring through? And the card that flew out is, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I'd like to get some more clarification if I can on this card. Shifting cycles. I do feel like this could have to do with for some reason I'm feeling like someone has been maybe reflecting on their childhood or feeling either nostalgic or sad, or maybe feeling like time is moving too fast or things aren't happening on the right timeline. And I feel like you're being asked to release this, to just let go of control. There's some kind of message like that in here. but I'm going to see if I can get another card of clarification. So what is this message about constantly shifting cycles, about resisting change? Unrequited love. Interesting. So what I'm hearing here is, okay, I strongly got the message that someone as a child felt that the love they sent out was never returned back to them. Their love was always unrequited. Specifically, I feel like someone actually, I'm sensing an energy that it's like, is so and has always been so empathic, so sensitive in the most beautiful way, very loving and gentle to others around them. But they were like this flower in a really harsh environment. And I feel this harsh environment is like a metaphor for maybe family circumstances. And I feel like someone or multiple people, potentially family members in this person's life, did not return that gentle love back to them. So it's like they were constantly putting out this love and not getting it back. And because of this, I feel this person might have settled for romantic relationships early on where their love was unrequited. They may have pursued people who were unavailable. They may have settled for relationships in which they felt unloved, in which they felt unsupported, because to them, that is the kind of love they were accustomed to, the kind of love they learned from their parents in childhood. All they knew was unrequited love. But this person is actually being asked to allow themselves to open their heart to a truly requited love, to a love that is perfectly mirrored back to them, to a love that is divine and steady and unconditional. Okay, I'm going to see if I can just get any more messages from the Lover's Oracle. So what other messages can I bring forth? Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Specifically, I heard like no point trying to change the past. I'm feeling like I'm connecting with someone who has a lot of feelings of sadness or regret about either past family situations, past relationships, there's some past energy here, some feeling of regret. For some reason, I just keep hearing like non-resistance, the art of non-resistance, like don't resist what is. I just heard focus your vision on what you are creating for the future, but also don't resist the reality of how things are. Don't try to push or force. Allow yourself to release your need to hold on so tight, to control. There's some need to release control here. I'm just going to see if I can get one last clarification on this. For some reason I heard, don't try to make your family different than they are. I know that sounds like a weird message, but I feel like it's almost like part of what they're resisting is some kind of family dynamic. It's like wishing that people were different who are never going to be different. This is kind of a sad message, but I feel that this could be referring to someone's connection with a parent or family member. And it's like this person desperately wants to have a loving, supportive relationship with this person, with this potential family member. But because of that person's energy and their own hurt and their own limiting beliefs about themselves and about life, it's like for some reason I'm feeling like the need to just accept this connection with this person for what it is, because I just keep hearing like this person, they're not going to change, and that's okay. You don't need them to change for you to change. You don't need them to support you for you to support you. And the last card I got is make the effort. For some reason I heard make the effort for yourself. I feel like someone I'm connecting with here, once again, it's like they almost felt like they weren't worth time, effort, care, attention, money, whatever it is. So they gave everything they had to others. I feel like this is a very self-sacrificial person, but they never gave to themselves, or they gave to themselves last. And for some reason, I'm hearing the message here of like, give to yourself first, because kind of bringing this full circle, it's like this kind of healing work I'm talking about here, I know that I've spoken a lot in this reading on life purpose, life path, but I feel this is really necessary to the energy right now, just because doing that deep level energy healing work, shifting work on ourselves is what reconnects us with our person, is what bridges that feeling of disconnect, either emotionally or physically. Wow, I feel like this is a very settled place to leave this reading. So I do hope that these messages reached whoever might need to hear them. Again, please do just use your own intuition and only take what resonates from this reading and leave the rest. If I do resonate with you, please do subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Also, all of the subliminal meditations I recommended throughout this reading are linked in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. You can click any of those links to explore more of the energetic benefits I have infused into each subliminal. And you can also try out any of the more than 100 subliminals I've created completely free for 7 days when you create a free trial account on my website. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Again, I said this in my last video, but thank you for bearing with me because I am transitioning from one space to the next. So I know that the energy is a little bit different and the recording quality is a little different, but I promise that everything will be settled and better than ever very soon. So thank you for your patience throughout that transitioning process. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next reading.